Hey YouTube, it's Agman here. This video is directed at Question Christ. I want to encourage everybody to go and watch his video. I've put a link in the description box, which I guess is down there now. It's hard to keep up with all these friggin' changes on YouTube. But anyway, Question Christ, I want to applaud you. What I saw in this video was so refreshing. I mean, it almost brought me to tears. I'm serious. And I say that because there are so many disingenuous theists out there. I'm sorry. That's been my experience. And to see someone like you come on here and go, you know what? I realize that, hey, I may have been wrong. Shit, I don't think I've heard a Christian say that on YouTube. Okay? And so I just cannot heap enough praise on you for that, and for the willingness to reflect, the willingness to go and research, actually research, and look at what scientists have to say. Again, I don't know how much research you did, but clearly you seem now that you're understanding that evolution is in fact a fact. You've read The Language of God by Francis Collins, which obviously I don't agree with everything Collins says, but Collins is a geneticist and he knows that evolution is true, and he hopefully was instrumental in explaining to you why intelligent design is not science, and how faith and science are two different things. And just one other little anecdote I want to share with you, just while I've got it in my mind. Another great book is Ken Miller's book, Finding Darwin's God. And Ken Miller has a great, he's a Catholic, and Ken Miller's got a great explanation of the difference between science and faith. And he said this in the Dover trial, in that, in expressing how intelligent design is not science. He was saying, in 2004 when the Red Sox won the World Series, one could say that the reason they won is that God was sick of George Steinbrenner and the Yankees, and so, God empowered the Red Sox to win the game. And he goes, and in fact, it could be true, but it certainly wouldn't be a scientific claim, because it's not something that can be studied, not something that can be measured, that can be verified, and so on. It's a faith claim. It doesn't mean it isn't true, just means that it's not science. And so you seem to understand now that science has to presuppose methodological naturalism, not philosophical naturalism. Plenty of scientists can be believers of any religion, but the results of what they do have to be able to be reproduced by anyone. They have to be verifiable, have to go through the rigorous peer review process. And I'm sure, hopefully now there is an overwhelming amount of evidence that human beings, along with every other species on this planet, have evolved from other species, and life is all related and interconnected. That in no way invalidates Christianity. Now, I know a lot of atheists are going to scream right now because they think it does. I personally, you made a comment in your video and you said a lot of atheists argue from evolution and say that disproves Christianity. I've never made such a claim, nor would I ever. And in my opinion, this may piss you off, but I have to say it, evolution's the least of the Bible's problems. So that aside, evolution is compatible with any religion. What it is not compatible with is a literalistic, rigid interpretation, let's say, of one's creation story and whatnot, which again you seem to acknowledge. The point of this video is simply this. I encourage every one of my subscribers who's watching this to go and check out Question Christ's video. If you don't know the history of this, I had made a video about intelligent design and how creationists and intelligent design advocates are dangerous. Now, I didn't say the sky was going to fall or that the world was going to come to an end, like you said, Question Christ, but you're exaggerating a little bit there. My point was just that if we change what science is, and we will go on a road that will lead to America, at least, because other countries aren't really doing this, becoming a severely crippled nation. And eventually, it would lead to the end of modern civilization as we know it if we all adopted the idea that we're just going to change what science is and start allowing metaphysical, supernatural explanations into science. And it would destroy what science is, and that would eventually lead to the destruction of society as we know it if we went down that path unabated. That was my point. The Question Christ then made a response to that video, calling it an overreaction, things like that. It wasn't mean-spirited or anything like that. And then he said he thinks that intelligent design is a science. I came back at him and made a response video that was also civil, but it was just a short back and forth, and I didn't have any animosity towards Question Christ from the beginning. But now he came back with a video, like I said, actually saying that he's researched and he feels that he was wrong, and that intelligent design is not science, and so on and so forth. I'm being redundant at this point, but go check out his video. Be nice, okay? And again, just the main point of this, though, is my message to Question Christ is that you're definitely a refreshing change. At least here on YouTube. It's amazing to me how many dishonest Christians, Muslims, and so on there are here that never admit they're wrong. They don't do any research at all other than, going to creationist websites or what have you. They don't care. They don't care about what's true. They only care about their rigid, one-dimensional understanding of things. You've said, hey, science is real. This is factual. I've got to adjust how I'm interpreting my faith in light of this. Okay? And the church has had to do that a lot historically. That doesn't invalidate Christianity, in my opinion. But it at least shows that faith can grow and evolve in individuals as well as society. And if every Christian was like you and was not, trying to subvert reality and science, we'd live in a much better world, certainly in a much better country. So what I would encourage you to do, Question Christ, is in your Christian circles. First of all, I would encourage you to learn as much as you can. Get Why Evolution is True by Jerry Coyne. Study your ass off about this and talk with other Christians. Get them to realize what they're doing and how what they're doing is detrimental to their faith, not helping. Okay? What you're doing is helping your faith, helping Christianity to grow, helping it to not be stuck in the friggin' dark ages. Okay? So I would encourage you to do that. Obviously, do what you want, but talk to as many believers as you know and spread the good news that science and religion do not have to be necessarily at odds with each other. And anyway, thanks for watching, and good job, Question Christ. Talk to you later.